UDL, we've got a really nice solution. UDL, let me just start by saying it's a very complex idea. It takes some time to work on UDL, but I will say this is a very universal idea that almost every state has some type of driving initiative towards UDL. It's often in our special education areas. So you'll see what I mean here in a second. But UDL, if you're not sure what that acronym means, Universal Design for Learning. It was based out of some research from Harvard. It's really about cognitive neuroscience. So you'll notice on the site from CAST, which is the accredited organization for developing these guidelines, you've got graphics of a brain. Activating different parts of the brain helps learning, and it helps us meet the needs of all of our students. So this is where we've got our special education and our gifted areas really looking at UDL as a framework for them to do lesson design and breaking down these pieces in a lesson. So we look at why students are learning it, what they're learning, and how they're learning. Now, our PD solution is going to go into each of those areas. We're going to look at how we can engage our students, how we can help our students show what they know in lots of different ways in that representation area, and then having action and expression, being able to set some action goals, prioritize things, express what they know. That's all part of UDL. And there's a really clean rubric for how we can design lessons using these UDL guidelines. So in our professional development solution, we're going to break that down for them. We're going to teach them some of the basics around UDL. We're going to teach them some of the strategies that are included in each of those guideline areas, each of those categories that activate different parts of the brain. And then we're going to also be able to break things apart so they can hit the needs of all students. Being able to look at that and scaffold it and differentiate instruction. That's a word that you might want to listen out for as you're having conversations. Differentiation, modification, being able to adjust for special needs. We've had a lot of schools that really struggled with the pandemic, but where they're seeing all of the learning loss is really in those special ed populations. They struggled these last couple years, and they're trying to recover and gain some ground back up. It's where UDL can help. Now, just like all of our other PD solutions, they're going to have a series of workshops. This one actually has 5 educator workshops and an administrator workshop. Because this is a big concept, we want to make sure our administrators know what to look for whenever they're evaluating their teachers and observing these classrooms. So this is one where we've got 5 live workshops, virtual workshops. If you need an on-site solution, we'll figure that out. And then you've also got that administrator live workshop as well. We also have self-paced courses with it. So we've got 5 micro-credentialed courses that correspond to these workshops that the educators go through. So they can have access to self-paced content as well if timing's difficult. And then what I love about this solution is it actually also includes a data dashboard. So in this, we're working with our 5-star data analytics team to create a data presentation, a visualization that corresponds to a UDL survey that they can send out to their teachers, and they're going to be able to watch and see that needle move as they're progressing through these workshops. We're also going to make sure that they understand how to interpret that data dashboard. So they're going to get some data discovery sessions in addition to that data dashboard and those workshops. Again, big concept UDL is, but in every single experience along the way, every workshop's going to have very clear objectives. And it's also going to have an easy takeaway resource that comes with each one. So they're going to have all the links that we explore, all the articles and videos that we use, all of the activities that we do together in that interactive workshop. along with some very practical takeaways. So here you'll see on this first workshop, it must have been all about choice boards, right? So they can actually click on that choice board, make a copy, use it tomorrow in their classroom. So we want this to be very practical for our teachers participating.